What's up, guys? It's Jennifer Hammock here, founder of the Dream Chaser Conference and also your dream coach, helping you to overcome barriers to put your dreams of growing and starting a business in motion. And I love helping Black women entrepreneurs really grow their faith, grow their confidence so they can really go forward and making their dreams happen. So what I want to do in this video today is share with you some resources, some books that I have read or I'm about to read, because I figure we're still quarantined, we're still in the shelter in place, and we got a few more weeks before this thing is up. So I figured I might want to help you to make the best of this time. So I'm glad that you stopped scrolling because I want you to check out what I'm about to share with you. So these are some books that I want to share with you. So first up, I want to share with you is this book called Essentialism. Essentialism by Greg McGowan. And so I'm going to be honest, I didn't read this entire book. It looks like, you know what, I must have, because I'm dog-eared all the way to the end. No, I literally stopped right here at chapter 20. So that's where I left off at. But the book was just really helpful. If you're one of those kind of people that just thinks way too much, you just overthinking everything, sis. Like, it ain't even that deep. And then you feel like you got to do everything. This book is going to help you so much, not only as a business owner, but it's just a great personal development book that I think that is going to help you to have some self-assessment and figure out what are some things that you should stop doing, some things that you should start doing, and doing what is essential. So you definitely want to check out this book if you be all over the place. Next up, if you have an online business of any sort, if your business makes any transactions online, you launch things, you heavily use social media and those kind of things, you need to pick up this book called Launch. This book right here shares with you the secret formula to sell almost anything online. And I'll be honest, after I read this book, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm doing everything totally backwards. And it really had me frustrated even when I was in that place in my business. And that's why you have to read. That's why you have to expose yourself to other people that have more knowledge and resources than you. And don't be intimidated to ask questions and to invest in yourself. Okay. So after I read this book, oh my gosh, I got my whole life in understanding the proper way to launch products online. And so I actually used some of the tips that was in this book to launch one of my coaching programs last year. And I had the largest enrollment that I have ever had because I used things from this book. So check out this if you do anything online, okay? If you sell anything online. This next book, haven't even cracked this book open. I have had this book for probably over a year. And it's called The Hidden DNA of Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Google. And I don't even have to tell you anything about these companies because you already know. Matter of fact, you already know which company each of these are, right? By just literally this F, you know that this is Facebook. By this, you know this is Google. You know this is Amazon, right? You know that this is Apple. You don't even have to ask any questions. And so this book, the reason why I picked it up, because obviously these are uberly successful businesses and I want to learn why they're so successful. So this is one of the books that I'm going to be reading, and once I know what it's about, I'll share with you some more, but read this one. The next book, this book I actually read almost 2 years ago, and I'll be honest, I really am always encouraged by Marshawn Evans Daniel. She's actually right now pregnant with triplets, not one, not two, but 3 kids. So the Lord has blessed her and her husband, but it's just a really great book in terms of inspirational. This is just a really good inspirational book. And if you feel like you're stuck in life, like, where am I? She has a really amazing roadmap thingy that she's created, so where you kind of can see, like, where the heck am I in life? And it's literally like a map, and she draws it out. I'm trying to see if I can find it for you real quick. And she goes through this whole situation throughout the whole book. And she actually tells about her life experiences when she was here and how she broke through and got here. And then what did she do when she got here? So hearing a successful Black woman's story is always encouraging. And she's a woman of God as well. And I just feel like this is just a really great read. The next book I'm about to start reading, I haven't. This was recommended to me by one of my mentors. It's called Profit First. Transfer your business from a cash-eating monster to a money-making machine. And so really sometimes, especially if you're a small business owner, especially if you're a first-generation small business owner, you know how it is, right? Like the least that most people have is a separate business bank account and a separate personal account. But after that, when it comes to like the finances and stuff, like you aren't really on that because you're doing the actual business, right? So this really helps you to understand, like all of us have gone into business because one, we have a passion for something, obviously, but because we also want to make money. So profits does have to be one of your main driving force. You know what I mean? So I don't want to give you all of the juice because obviously I haven't read it all, but she highly recommended it. So that's why I got it. So this one is another one I'm going to read. Then sometimes, because I'm old school, I do like the feel of an actual book in my hand to highlight and to dog ear and all that kind of stuff. But since I sometimes have to put kids to sleep and do other kind of stuff, I have to also e-read, but then also Audible. So 2 more books that I want to share with you real quick. So this one is called Virtual Freedom. Can you see that? Cancel. Virtual Freedom. And it's by Chris Ducker.
Tantor Audio presents Virtual Freedom.
Yeah.
How to work.
And so this book helps you because I'm right now, I don't know if you guys know, but I launched Dream Chasers Thrive Tribe. It's a support group for female entrepreneurs. And so we share resources, we have strategy meetings, we brainstorm, we are just making it happen at the end of the day. And so one of the things we talked about we were talking about amongst ourselves is building a team and how it's so hard to do everything yourself. So we actually are holding ourselves accountable about building our team and hiring people to do the stuff that we don't want to do. And that is not the best use of our time. And so one of the books that, again, was recommended to me from one of my mentors was Virtual Freedom, because she has several virtual assistants that help her in her business and have helped her to get to plus 6 figures and everything. So when you are doing everything yourself, you are doing yourself a disservice. So after reading this book, it really helped me to figure out the best way to get a virtual assistant, what are the best use of them, how to find them, and all that kind of good stuff. So if you have grown your business to a level where you're like, okay, I need some help, I can't be doing all this stuff by myself, especially if it's an online business, you definitely want to check out this book, Virtual Freedom. And then last but not least, because my thing is always this, what's the point of having a booming business if you have a lackluster personal life? And you have to make sure that you take care of yourself, in that you're full of faith and that you're confident and you're taking care of yourself and your balance. And so one last book that I want to recommend, I recommend it to all of my clients. Like if you have coached with me, you already know what this book is all about. It's called Miracle Morning.
I'm a night owl.
And I think I don't know if I feel like I have this on Audible and I also have it on Kindle. And it's just really at the end of the day helping you to order your morning and really set yourself up for success, even starting the night before. Because sometimes the way that we end the thing in terms of in our day is going to help us to have a more successful morning. So it talks about how you can plan out your evening for the next day. So an example, if you know you're going to wake up and pray and you're going to work out and you're going to open emails or whatnot. So at night, how about you put your alarm in the bathroom if you're a snoozer? How about you already set out your workout clothes before you even go to bed? So that's a better use of your time. So I hope that all these books were piqued your interest, if not all, maybe one, and that you will take action. Somebody say take action. Take action. That you will take action and pick up one of these books, okay? So I hope this is helpful. If you want to learn more, just go to jenniferhammock.com and make sure that you are on my email list so you get all of the goodness of what is happening, newsletter, resources, launches, events, all that kind of good stuff. All right, you guys have an amazing day. Remember, your dream is worth the work. So you got to get to work.